We're here at the bond hearings, magistrate hearings. I will be asking everyone in the courtroom with me to please state their name for the record, starting with the state.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Your name for the record, we're starting.
Yes, Your Honor. Eric Linder on behalf of the state.
Keep it index with the state.
Thank you. Clerk's name? The gentleman next to you? And Mr. Reedy is for the defense, who's still on the phone with the client. And your name for the record, dear? Thank you so much. All right, the first case I'm calling up is Susan
Brian.
Skelton. Oh,
Brian.
Susan Skelton, which facility are you? Does anyone know where Susan Skelton is?
I'll check, Your Honor.
Your Honor, is your
They
on
might not be.
I'm on
far
main jail system on.
system on?
This is
It should North
with the
Broward.
speakers.
Thank
Sometimes
you.
the speakers,
Hi, at North Broward, is Susan Skelton there, please? We cannot hear you, ma'am. I don't know if the microphone's on.
it could be your.
What do I have to do?
Sometimes- Yesterday, the same thing, they pressed the
Okay, I hit North Broward and the system is
Is there a
on.
button for speakers or something?
speakers. on.
Speaker, maybe that's
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
Okay, thank you. I don't know why that was off. Okay, thank you so much. I'm looking for Susan Skelton, please.
Downtown court?
Yes, we're in the courthouse.
They're saying
She's
that's
at
what
the
she
business,
is.
she's not here.
She's at main jail?
Yes.
Thank you. Where is she?
Your Honor, they're saying she's in the main courthouse, regular court.
Oh, so she's not gonna be able to be here today?
Would look like
No.
it, Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's fine. Thank you so much. So what do I do? Do I reset this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Can let's wait and see if she gonna call.
So I reset it for tomorrow?
Yes, please. She was.
And so
she's
Susan Skelton is in court today, so
downtown.
she's not able to be here today. So I'm resetting it to June 21, and I'm giving it back to the clerk, okay? Thank you. Debbie Maldonado, please. Does anyone know?
North Broward?
North Broward, thank you. Hi, Miss Maldonado.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. You apparently had a capias for case number 1900766 M040A, and you have a bond of $100 for one count, $100 for the second count, and $50 for the third, so you can get out for a total of $250, and I do find probable cause for your arrest and wish you the best of everything. Thank you.
Maldonado was charged with 3 municipal ordinances.
Correct.
Which I cannot represent her
Correct.
on. However, Mr. Shate should be here shortly.
That's her bond, $250. When he gets
I
here,
don't know
I'll
if
let
she
him
wants
see.
to perhaps resolve the case.
I'm not doing anything without Mr. Shape being here, and her bond is $250. Sarah Woodleaf,
Could you give that to Brian?
where's Miss Woodleaf?
Could you give that to Brian?
Good morning.
Hi, Miss Woodleaf.
Good morning, Mrs. Brown, how are you?
I'm good. Apparently you had a capias for misdemeanor case 1900. Can someone help me with the number, something 282 MM40A? Can someone help me with the number on that, 1900?
You got it right, Judge. 1282.
1282 MM40A. Ma'am, that is the capias you had, and it's a $500 bond for that charge. And I do find probable cause for your arrest. If you don't remember, it was a case regarding prostitution.
Yes, ma'am, I do, and it was on my birthday.
Thank
but I
you,
was
ma'am.
supposed-
We're not talking about the case today, but I thank you. It's a $500
She
bond. and I
would like
find
to
prob-
resolve it if possible, Judge.
That's not possible. Thank you. You'll see the judge in the case regarding the bond and the motion and the.
Any particular reason why we can't resolve this
Yes,
misdemeanor?
because I wanted to see the judge who's put out a $500 bond for her. Thank you. Haley Ford, please. Where's Haley Ford?
North Broward.
Thank you. Hi, Miss Ford. Good
Hi,
morning.
ma'am.
Hi, good morning. I do find probable cause for your arrest on the Unnatural and Lascivious Act. It's a $500 bond, as well as a municipal ordinance violation for a $500 bond, and therefore your bond total is $1,000. And I wish you the best of everything, finding PC for your arrest. Thank
Ms.
you.
Ford would like to resolve this matter if
Denied.
possible,
Thank you
Judge.
so much. Goodbye. Thank you, ma'am. Dee Dee DeMars.
North Broward.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning.
And good morning, ma'am. You've been charged with assault. I do find probable cause for your arrest. The bond is $100. and I wish you the best of everything. Thank you so
Your Honor?
much. Yes?
The only request I'd make, Ms. DeMars,
Ms. Demars, please come back up.
I would just ask for an order of no victim contact.
yeah.
It appears the parties are known to one another.
Yes,
Hey,
ma'am, that's true from what I've understood in the PC. Ma'am, I'm gonna order that you have no victim contact with the alleged victim in the case, or Randy Spurgeon, no contact, okay, ma'am?
Judge,
Thank you.
I think Ms. DeMar's case might fall into the category of one that we would want to send to Judge Lona Wren.
Yeah, that's fine with the
The
court.
problem with that, Your Honor, is while it wasn't filed as such, reading the details, it appears this could be a domestic violence situation, and I know,
And honestly, I have to tell you, Judge Ginger Wren always sends me back something that has even the smell of violence. So I don't know that she'll accept it, but I don't have a problem with her considering it, for,
I mean, I noticed in the probable cause affidavit, it says that Ms. DeMar's, it was Baker Act.
yes, that's what makes me
right
agree with
before
you.
this.
But at the same time, it is domestic in nature. Allegedly, they've been residing together for quite some time. So it's kind of a catch-22. I don't know that the judge will accept it, because she sends me back stuff all the time.
and that's the thing, Your Honor, even,
All right, here's
she'll-
what I'll do.
okay.
I'm going to I'm not gonna send it to Judge Ginger Wren at this time, but if whoever's handling the case, whatever judge feels it's necessary, they can transfer it at that time.
And
Ma'am,
I'll,
again,
I'll
no
make a
con-
notation as well, Judge.
Please, this, DeMars, no contact with Mr. Spurgeon, and you have a $100 bond. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Joanne Brown,
Yes.
no relation to me. Correct. Ma'am, ma'am, hi, Miss Brown. It's a
Hi,
ca-
good morning.
Good morning. You had a KPS out for case number 190045575 MO10A. It is a $500 bond, and I do find probable cause for your arrest, and you'll see the judge who's put out that KPS to decide what will happen next, okay? Thank you
Okay,
so
yes,
much.
ma'am.
Thank you. Is the attorney ready yet? You seem to be waiting. Oh, you're ready, then stand at the podium for me. I thought you were gonna ask Mr. Reedy something, I
No,
apologize.
That's okay, I was just
Are you-
waiting on you.
I don't know who this lady is, but,
That's my client, Lisa
Okay.
Morabito.
Miss Morabito, let me find the,
Good morning, Judge.
and good morning, oh yes, this is a case that was very interesting to me. Okay, and what would defense like to say? I do find probable cause for her arrest, however, and the bond at this point is $19,700.
Right.
For all counts, which is, I was gonna tell her a burglary, unoccupied dwelling, which I made a $5,000 bond based on the fact that they allegedly knew each other and the woman was ill and by herself and had deceased. And then count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 are grand theft between the amount of $300 and $5,000. Count 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 are petty thefts, and count 24 is an illegal use of credit card more than 2 times in 6 months for goods over $100, as well as the fraudulent use of a possession of an ID of another person without their consent with another $1,000. So that's the total of $19,700, but the attorney is present, please state your name for the record.
Michael Orenstein for Lisa Morabito.
Hi, Mr.
On purposes-
Ornstein.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I understand all the bonds that are set. What I would request, and Ms. Morabito obviously is an oxygen, she had a heart attack 2 months ago.
Yes.
She has liver failure and other serious illnesses.
Medical.
I took her personally over to the Hollywood Police Department yesterday, early afternoon with an oxygen tank, which is actually back in my office because the detective worked in my office. The BSO can't take that, they had their own.
Sure.
I would ask, if at all possible, if you would consider on the petty thefts, if you do ROR those, each one of those, the bond is gonna cost, the $100 bonds, but it's gonna cost $100 each one premium for bondsman. And on the burglary, unoccupied dwelling, where you were considering 5,000,
Yes.
you would consider 2,500.
Well, let me ask a question of, is pretrial present? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you so much. What is the history of Miss Morabito? I do see she has physical and medical issues I do want to address.
2013 possession of alprazolam, heroin, tampering with evidence, resisting without violence. 2013 grand theft, resisting a merchant. 07 leaving the scene of an accident where there was injury, and DUI property damage.
And everything you've told me, Mr. Linder, has a disposition of a withholder over, not
I think
dismissed.
the
I don't want to count anything dismissed, no prost, I don't want to
Oh,
count.
no, no,
These are all with a withholder or more.
resolution one way or the other
Okay,
in all these
disposition.
cases, yes.
Okay, What I will do, Mr. Orenstein, based on your client's medical conditions, and I can see she's frail from my, viewing her, is that for the burglary unoccupied, I will make it 2,500, and
Thank
I
you.
will ROR on all the petty
Petty
theft. However, I do want her to just call in to pretrial 2 times a week. Is that acceptable that she be really, she still has to pay these other bonds, but the pretrial will at least monitor her?
So call into pretrial 2 times a week.
Yeah,
Okay.
what would you call that? I'm so sorry, I can't hear you.
That would be pretrial standard supervision.
Standard supervision, correct. But she is still gonna have to pay $2,500 bond for the burglary unoccupied and for the grand theft, as all grand thefts are charged, accused, as well as the count, well, I'll just say it
24
this way.
and 25.
Count 1 through 13 is, well, the 1 is 2,500, 2 through 13 is the $1,000 bond each. And
Except
no,
for-
no,
no.
24 is a $1,000 bond, and 25 is a $1,000 bond.
Understood.
And then the petty thefts will be ROR'd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And ma'am, I wish you the best, please take care of your health.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
What is my total bond?
I'm gonna figure that out right now, and yes, Mr. Linder.
Thank you. The only other thing I'd request, it appears she's neighbors.
No
with-
contact with the gentleman who's called the police.
That'll
at
be
the
no
beginning.
problem.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, and that person's name for the record is,
It's a James Panaro.
Panaro, James Panaro, is it it's Panaro. So no, ma'am, no contact with Mr. Panaro, do you understand?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, and probable cause is found in all counts in this case. Thank you, ma'am. Did we know the total yet? Did we do a total?
I think
No, you didn't.
Here,
It's 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'll do it real
5, 6,
fast.
7, 8, 9, 10, 12.
16.5, Your Honor.
$16,500, ma'am.
Okay, Michael, can you please call Brandy to pay the bond?
I will deal with the
One,
bonds
two,
person.
three, four,
Okay?
five,
Okay, and I'll have the money then tomorrow afternoon.
Please be quiet, okay?
Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome. Thank you, Your Honor.
And thank you, good to see you, Mr. Ornstein.
Same here.
And I'm gonna sign.
When she gets out, she has to just call into PTR?
Yes, well, she has to report, I believe.
One time.
Where is that at?
It's right in the 540 building, and that's on the second floor.
Okay, I wanna make sure she understands that. Ms. Morabito, I wanna make sure you know that as soon as you're released, you need to report to pretrial release.
I
They're
called
open-
in?
No, you go there first. You
Okay,
do the intake, and then after
Okay.
that, you'll just call twice a week, okay?
Just do it within
Okey-dokey.
24 hours, I'm
Just
assuming, Your Honor,
within
right?
24 hours, obviously.
If she's released today, she'll have until noon tomorrow to report. If she gets out late, so if she gets out tomorrow, then she has until Monday.
She should get out today. Okay, I understand.
Okay, very good. So you understand, you'll report in person, and then after that, they'll instruct you on what you need to do, okay?
okey dokey, thank you, have a great day, Judge.
You too, bye-bye.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice day.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Mike.
good to see you.
Yeah.
On who? Ford, yes, Ms. Ford.
For count 1 is the unnatural and the.
Yes.
Did you put one for 500?
Yes,
I missed that.
and then count 2 already had a bond, I think.
Yes.
All right, thank you, everyone. All right, Melissa Barrios, please.
Paul Ryan, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Paul Ryan? Hi, Ms. Barrios, good morning.
Good
You've
morning.
been charged with a petty theft, and I do find probable cause for your arrest, and what's Ms. Barrios' history?
Your Honor, she's.
She has a lot of no bond holds, Judge, so I'd ask you just to leave the 750 in place.
Well, I want to know her history.
Okay, one moment, Judge. Yeah. 2015 DWS habitual offender, possession of PVP, 34-month state prison. 2015 grand theft of the VOP, same sentence to run concurrent. 2015 grand theft, VOP, same sentence. 2015, 2 grand thefts and a felony theft, same sentence. 2014 criminal use of personal identification information, unlawful use of false name ID, theft, same sentence. 2014, grand theft, same sentence. 2014, possession of cocaine, hydromorphone, theft, same sentence. Resisting a merchant in theft, 2014. Delivery of oxycodone, 2010. Those are the most significant recent priors, Your Honor.
Okay, so with that in mind, knowing your history, ma'am, I will find probable cause and I increase your bond to $5,000, and I wish you the best of everything. Thank you, ma'am. Christina
Honor.
Putt? No, next is Christina Putt. We're not talking about the case, ma'am. Thank you.
No, I
Christina
just
Putt?
wanted to know the merchant that was charging me with the charge.
I believe it was Target, but let me check.
That's correct, Judge.
It's an charge from a Target located at 1200 South Federal Highway, Deerfield Beach, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Christina
On April
Putt?
17th.
Yes.
She's here present at Main, Judge.
Thank you.
Good morning, Judge.
Hi, Ms. Putt. You're charged with, apparently you had case number 19003 650 CF10A. That's a bond of $1,000 for grand theft. Another case of 19003 650 CF10A, another grand theft charge, value, bond of $1,000. Fraudulent uttering a false instrument, the same case number, $1,000 bond, and another charge of the same, of fraudulently uttering a false instrument. Same case number, is a $1,000 bond. So for $4,000, ma'am, you can be released from jail. I do find probable cause for your arrest, and I wish you the best of everything.
And,
Oh, hi, Mr.
Judge, in speaking with Ms. Putt, there's no way she's going to be able to afford to post a $4,000 bond. She's basically homeless. But I will say this, my understanding, speaking to her, this is her first contact with the criminal justice system. If the state can verify that, and this is nonviolent, would Your Honor consider releasing her on pretrial release?
May I ask the state then?
I see no history. My concern is it appears she has no ties to the community, Your Honor. The booking sheet shows an at-large address in Orlando. She was arrested in Orange County and brought down here from Orange County. Her last update on her with DHSMV is a Lehigh Acres address in Lee County in 2014, which is the same address on the probable cause affidavit.
Respectfully denied. Thank you. Oh, no, I have Mr. Shade here. Mr. Shade, who would you like?
Judge, I'm not quite sure if you've already done the two municipal ordinance that we went past on page 2 or page 3.
I did a Miss Ford. I don't know who their names are. Please, just give me their names. I'll be happy
Oh,
to
I'm sorry,
sign.
Judge, the name would be Debbie Maldonado.
They don't give me a docket. They only give me the papers, so I do it in order of what they give me.
Okay, no
But
problem.
Miss Maldonado, what happened on Miss Maldonado, and when were you appointed?
So she probably went to the division, and that would be.
Oh, yeah, that's the one in the division I've reset for,
Okay.
oh, no, wait. I believe Miss Maldonado was here, because I reset one, but that wasn't Miss
Yes,
Maldonado.
she has a $250 bond.
Thank you so much.
You probably
Okay.
reset Brown, Judge.
Yeah, I reset, whatever one was in court. Okay, Debbie
Ms.
Maldonado.
Brown has a
had
$500 bond.
Yeah, Debbie Maldonado had KPSs out for her, and it's a $250 total. And I went ahead and did that, told her to see the judge that did that. And who's the other one?
Judge, on page 13, actually, you don't get pages, so it would be Terrence Howe, H-O-W-E.
Okay, I haven't done that one yet, I don't think.
And the one right after that would be Greer, G-R-I.
Okay, let's do this one then, page 13. And they just now gave me a docket for the record. Terrence Howe, where's Terrence Howe?
All right, Your Honor, he's on his way. He'll be here about another 2 minutes.
Okay, and who else can we help in the 2 minutes?
Judge, in North Broward, Cedric Greer, it's the very next one.
Greer is in downtown court. He's at the main jail in court.
Thank you.
Pass that one also, this is going good.
It's okay.
And the last one, Judge.
Let me
would be-
find Greer.
Oh,
Wait, what? Is Cedric Greer, I mean, like at the jail, they said he's at the main jail, or is he in court? So do I reset that one for tomorrow? Okay, so when I get to that, I'll reset it for tomorrow, please, June 21. And I'm sorry, Terrence Howe back at
Conti.
Paul Ryan?
Paul Ryan.
All right, is Mr. Howe there, please? He's on his way?
Yes, Your Honor, he's on his way. He should be here shortly.
Judge, if you'd like to pass him, I know that the city.
Do you have another one?
Yeah, Judge, last name is Redmond. On that same page, it would be just a couple after Greer.
Yes, let me go ahead. I found Mr. Redmond. Okay, Mr. Redmond is where? Where's he located? What facility? Okay, is Mr. Redmond not available? So should we medical reset?
Oh, these were all easy then, Judge. How about that?
No worries, it's all easy.
Judge, I can tell you for Terrence Howe, the city of Hollywood was asking for, I'm just gonna give him a time served plea, it's an open.
Okay, let me see Mr. Howe's case to see what I thought of it as well. Okay, so Mr. Howe had a warrant out for him as an ad charge. And I need to know where he is, if he's in custody, how long he's been in custody. Hi, is Mr. Howe on his way?
Judge has probably only been in custody since yesterday. Oh,
Yes, Your Honor, he's coming right now.
Okay, very good. Then I'll consider a time served for sure. Hi, Mr. Howe, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, sir, you're charged with possession of an open container. Well, actually, it's an ad charge, and there was a capias for that as of, for case number 1900, I believe it's a 99 M040A, and only as to this charge, they're offering you a time served carrying an open container in public, excuse me. Do you wish to accept the time served offer, meaning you've been in jail, they said, since May 16th, and this would resolve this one charge? Would you be interested in pleading guilty or no contest to it to resolve it? If not, your bond is $50. What would you like to do?
I'll just plead guilty. No contest to it.
I do find probable cause for his arrest. Okay, sir, you understand that you're giving up your right to a trial on this particular charge of possession of an open container in public, as well as fighting the charge, getting, you have an attorney here, Mr. Shade. Can you see him?
Yes, yes.
He's the one who told me that the city of Hollywood is offering you this option, and so by pleading no contest, you understand you're telling the city of Hollywood and your attorney to stop working on the case. You understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do find the plea to be freely, willingly, knowingly, intelligently, voluntarily given. I do find a factual basis for purposes of the plea, and therefore, sir, I adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to the time served, and court costs on this charge,
$78.
$78, sir. Are you working at this time?
No. No.
I'll give you 3 months to pay. Partial payments are permitted. Thank you, sir, and good luck.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your help, Mr. Shade. I did sign an order from you from yesterday that was not signed. So even though I signed it today, I put non-pro-tunc yesterday. Thank you. Okay, right, non-pro-tunc. Teresa Branzanti, please.
She's present, Judge, here at Maine, approaching.
Thank you. And good morning,
Good morning,
ma'am.
Your Honor.
You're charged with a burglary, well, you're actually accused of a burglary, unoccupied dwelling, unarmed. I do find probable cause, and I'm setting your bond at $1,000, ma'am. Good luck. Thank you.
Just ask for no return to that location, Your Honor.
Ma'am, do not return to the location, can you hear me, Mr. Rimmer? Do not return to the location that the alleged burglary occurred, okay? Thank you.
All right, ma'am.
Thank you. Quindisha Hart,
She's approaching, Judge.
thank you. Good morning, Ms. Hart.
Good morning.
They allege you committed a grand theft auto, possessed a simulated driver's license, as well as were trying to pass on a forged or falsely embossed or altered credit card. As to count 1 of grand theft, $1,000 bond. Count 2 with the simulated driver's license is a $1,000 bond. And the forged or false embossed or altered credit card is $1,000. So your bond, ma'am, to get out of jail is $3,000, and I do find probable cause for your arrest. Good luck. Thank you. Thelma Young. Where's Miss Young?
Orion, I believe, Judge.
Thank you. Hi, Miss Young there?
She's in court, Your Honor.
Court, so reset 621. Thank you. Okay, here you go. I'm setting this to you, okay? Brandon Brinson, please. Where's Mr. Brinson?
He's here, present judge at Maine.
Thank you. Hi, Mr. Brinson, good morning.
Good morning.
I do find probable cause for your arrest. You have an out-of-state hold for a felony in a case number, it looks like 161701127. And there's a no bond hold for that out-of-county hold, sir. So I do find probable cause and tell you you have to wait for them to come get you, all right? Thank you, sir, good luck. James Tanguso.
Mr. Tanguso is here at Maine, judge approaching. Come on up, Mr. Tanguso.
Thank you. Hi, Mr. Tanguso. May I ask the state, does Mr. Tanguso have any history?
He does, Your Honor. One moment.
And I think I had another one that said no contact. I don't remember what that. No, Miss Mirabaldo or something.
Your Honor,
No.
and first, just to advise the court, the state is seeking on count 2 a no bond hold.
Yes.
On that punishable by life offense upon a finding of proof evident or presumption
Yes.
great. Just noting the allegations by the victim and witness would satisfy the elements of the offense. Also noting that there was an independent witness that completely verified and corroborated the victim's version of events. In 2017, he was arrested for domestic violence battery against a different alleged victim, possession of firearm ammunition by a convicted felon, and 2 counts of resisting without violence. Your Honor, those charges were dropped. I know you asked me previously not
Right.
to be advised of those.
Sure.
I'm advising you in this instance because pursuant to state statute, the state is required to advise the court of all previous arrests in a domestic violence case.
Okay.
He also, I'm showing a 1999 out of Broward possession of cocaine that he was convicted on. I don't know if pretrial has anything additional. He's not in my database, so I'm unable to check for anything more outside of Broward.
Okay, thank you so much. And, okay, considering everything, you have an aggravated battery charge, sir, with a deadly weapon. I'm making that a $25,000 bond. Count 2 is a burglary, dwelling, structure, or conveyance armed, where I do find proof evident presumption is great based on the information I've been provided by the state. That's a $25,000 bond.
We would object to that, Judge.
Thank you, $25,000 bond. A burglary of an occupied dwelling unarmed is a $5,000 bond, and the touch or strike of a battery is making it a $1,000 bond. So served for $56,000, you can get out of jail, and I do find probable cause, and no contact with the victim, 2 victims actually, and their state, the names for the record are Matilde Rico,
Mark Anderson.
I'm trying to find it in my paperwork, and Mark Anderson. And yes, were you gonna say something?
The only other request I make, since the court is exercising your discretion in setting bonds on all counts, I would also request, should he post his bond, pretrial release with a GPS monitor.
Sir, based on what I've heard today and what I've read, I don't think that's a bad consideration. We want you to have no contact with these people, and therefore, I think a GPS monitor might be incumbent upon the court to provide that requirement. So not only no contact with the alleged victim, because I am setting a bond where it otherwise would be considered a no bond, although the defense objected. I'm putting on pretrial with, what's it called? It's not standard. GPS monitor, sir, that will require them to monitor your every whereabouts, to know where you are at all times. But you will be allowed to go to work and things like that. You may be able to leave your home, but you just have to, you'll be monitoring your every whereabouts, so they'll know where you are, so no contact with any one of these victims. Understood?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Judge, one request, would you sign an order allowing us to photograph Mr. Tanguso's
Granted.
injuries that he sustained?
Granted, of course. When everyone's ready, let me know when I can go on to the next case.
I'm ready whenever you.
Ready? Reynald Garcia?
Mr. Garcia, come on up.
Nothing inside of Broward? Okay, thanks.
I think it's appropriate for GPS just to monitor his whereabouts, That made sense. All right, hello, Mr. Reynal.
morning,
Garcia,
Judge.
good morning. Apparently in case number this is so hard to read. No,
4-7.
347 AF10, Your
it's a
Honor.
347?
Yes, ma'am.
18347 AF10 is a no bond hold for burglary with an assault or battery. And also the apparently 1800, looks like a 2339 2639 MM40A. I don't know why the rest of the world can read it, I can't. But I think it's a 1,000, what's the bond?
1,000.
It's 1,000, it's just the numbers are crunched up.
Yes.
A $1,000 bond on that, and a VOP, sir, that is a $5,000 bond on case number, oh yeah, I see it more clearly now. 1800392 MM10A. So there's a no bond hold on that burglary with assault or battery from the beginning case, but the others are $6,000 total. And I do find probable cause for your arrest, and I wish you the best of everything, sir. Thank you.
Your Honor.
Yes.
On the arrest warrant, the state is going to be requesting a no bond hold on count 1.
It is.
Would still require,
Is the proof evident presumption great?
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was already done because it was already noted by a court in a case
no, Your
number.
Honor.
Just because it was a warrant?
My belief is because it's an arrest warrant, I cannot presume that Judge Shearer made any finding above probable cause, which is the
Okay.
standard for an arrest warrant. Your Honor.
I do have the affidavit for the arrest.
Yeah,
No problem. I do find with the paperwork I've been given, I can legally say that proof is evident, presumption is great, and I will continue the no bond hold based on the fact.
That would be over defense objection, Your
Thank
Honor.
you.
Proof
You were
evident
saying-
presumption great is the highest standard of proof we have in the
Correct.
criminal justice system. The state has the burden to meet that, and they have failed to do so. All they've done is introduce a document written by an officer who did not witness the events that are alleged. They've called no witnesses, they've introduced no evidence to meet this very high burden. We would maintain that they have failed, therefore, to do so. We would ask the court, and we would object to the court making a finding of proof evident presumption great. However, if over our objections, the court insists on making that finding, we would ask the court to exercise its discretion and set a bond for Mr. Garcia.
All right, well, actually, the state did provide to the court a sworn affidavit by the officer, so that I consider more valid than just a probable cause affidavit and/or at least it's sworn. Now, does the state want to tell me, though, Mr. Garcia's criminal history? That might sway me to consider what Mr. Reedy is saying.
and Your Honor, the reason the state is seeking a no bond particularly, if you look at counts 2 and 3,
Yes.
they both involve the same victim. He has issued summons capious from Judge Davis for violating the injunction against Ms. Thomas, and he was already on probation before Judge Evans for pleading out violating the same injunction against the same woman.
Well,
He
then
has
the-
shown that he is repeatedly unwilling to follow the court's orders in respecting the injunction.
And I do see the warrant signed by Judge Evans here, allegedly violating the injunction against domestic violence. Therefore, respectfully, Mr. Reedy, your motion is denied. However, I did take it into consideration.
Your
Thank
Honor,
you.
I'm sorry, the only other request I'd make, because count 2 was a capious from an issue summons, it's the first time he's appearing before a judge on that case. I would just ask the court to issue a no contact order on it.
Right, and I'm just actually going to say that. And no contact with the alleged victim in the case.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, I was actually going to say that next. Very good. Tell me when everyone is ready.
Ready, Judge.
Demetris McKinney.
Mr. McKinney, come on up, please.
Hi, Mr. McKinney, good morning.
Good morning, how you doing?
Good, thank you. You were charged with resisting, obstructing without violence of a police officer. That's a $100 bond, but there was an allegation of a violation of probation or community control from 160046060CF10A where there's a no bond hold. Do you find probable cause for your arrest? And you'll have to see that judge in order to change any aspect of the no bond hold. I wish you the best of everything, sir. Thank you. Ronald Kent.
Mr. Kent is approaching Judge here at Maine. Mr. Kent, come on up, please.
I've signed this for pretrial over here. Hi, Mr. Kent, good morning.
Good morning.
You're charged with driving while license was suspended, it's a $100 bond, but there was a capias for misdemeanor case 190014. Hard to read. I want to say 66 MM 40A, it's a $100 bond on that warrant, capias, and I do find probable cause for your arrest. So for $200, sir, you can get out of jail. $200. Thank
Judge,
you.
and speaking, Mr. Kent, he wishes to ask the court if the court would consider resolving these matters today.
Thank you for asking, but your request is declined. Thank you. Next would be Craig Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, come on up, please. He's approaching, Judge, here at me.
Thank you. Hi, Mr. Johnson, good morning. It looks like you have a warrant out for case number 1900, I think it's another 0449 MM 30A. Because of the warrant, there's a $150 bond, and I do find probable cause for your arrest, sir, and for $150, you can get out of jail, and I wish you the best of everything, sir.
And Judge, Mr. Johnson is also requesting if the court would consider resolving this matter.
Respectfully denied. Thank you, sir. You'll see the judge who you didn't show up before. Thank you. Is Mark Jean Marie here, there?
Yes.
Hi, Mr. Jean Marie. May I ask the state their argument for probable cause in this case?
Your Honor, I've reviewed this, and I'm deferring to the court.
I find no probable cause in the case, therefore, RORing and,
I'm not asking for any time, Judge.
okay, so why don't you just dismiss it? It's not charged yet.
I'll leave that for another day. Your
Yes, so,
Honor.
sir, I've released you on your own recognizance, not finding any probable cause. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Richard Conti,
He's approaching, Judge, here at Maine.
thank you. Good morning, Mr. Conti.
Good morning.
There's a allegation on count one, driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol. It says it's a second offense, it's a $1,000 bond. There's also count two, driving under the influence with damage to property or a person of another, and that's a $1,000 bond. DUI with damage to property or a person of another, and that's a $1,000 bond. Open container in the vehicles, no bond required, and failure to use due care, no bond required. Sir, I do find probable cause for your arrest. You can get out of jail for $3,000, okay? Thank you, sir.
Judge, if I may, he's not going to be able to afford to pay the $3,000. It says second, he has priors, but I believe it's over 20 years ago. Now, he's 53 years old, been living in our community since 1992. He works at Home Goods, been there for about 8 years. He lives in a mobile home in Margate with a roommate. He advised me his roommate cannot afford to post a monetary bond. I'm asking if the court would consider releasing him on pretrial release, and I understand since it's a second DUI, we wouldn't object with a TAD monitor as well. So I believe both of those things in place should give safeguards to the community and assure his presence back here in court. That's what we're requesting, Judge.
Let me ask the state for his history, Mr. Conti.
Yes, Judge. Resisting without violence, 02, exposure, 94, the DUI, the previous DUI was from 92. Your Honor, I would ask that some bond be imposed. My concern is, apparently he, according to a wheel witness, he drove up on a curb inside a parking lot, crashed into a tree. This occurred mid-afternoon. He was arrested at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right, I read that. Well, what I will consider is lowering count one's bond to $500, but leaving the other, so it's $2,500 total, knowing the facts of the case and my concern for the state bringing up that he had been allegedly drinking in the middle of the day. Thank you.
Yes, Judge.
Randolph Patterson.
Mr. Patterson, come on up, sir. He's here present, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Patterson. Good morning. Sir, good morning. They're charging with petty theft, which is a $100 bond, and the drug paraphernalia charge, which has no bond required. I do find probable cause for your arrest, and it's only $100 to get out of jail, sir, okay? Thank you. Good luck. Right. I'm sorry, I can't hear anything. I'm not hearing anything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And speaking with Mr. Patterson, he wishes to resolve this case today,
And that's
Judge.
denied. Thank you so much. Ryan Hash, please.
Mr. Hash, come on up, please. He's here,
Hi,
President.
Mr. Hash, good morning.
How you doing, ma'am?
Sir, there's a warrant out for your, there was a warrant they picked you up on case number 190049995 MM10A, and, for petty theft. I do find probable cause for your arrest. Your bond is $500 on the warrant that particular judge put out, okay? Thank you, and I wish you the best of
And he
everything.
wishes to resolve this matter today,
That's
Judge.
declined. Thank you, sir. You'll have to see the judge. Thank you. Next is Omar Contreras.
He's approaching, Judge. They're coming up.
Thank you.
He's here, Judge.
Thank you, sir. You had two warrants out.
Oh, no, he's on loan.
Case number 1806926TC, 265TC20A. There's a $1,000 bond on count one and releasing on your own recognizance on count two. Operating without a valid DL is count one. Drive more license suspended, count two. It's for a $1,000 bond, sir, you can get out of jail, okay?
And Judge, Mr. Contreras is asking if the court would consider resolving his case today.
No, he'll have to see the judge who signed that warrant. Thank you. Sonny John?
Mr. John? He's here at Maine.
Thank you. Hi, Mr. John.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. You're charged with driving while license suspended. It's a $100 bond, and having an expired driver's license over 6 months does not require a bond. I do find probable cause for your arrest, and your bond is set at $100. Thank you, sir.
And he wishes to resolve the matter, Judge.
That's declined. Thank you. Jesus Fernandez Estacio, please.
He's approaching, Judge. He's here at Maine.
But it was on a new PC. She should have.
She wants to know what it is.
Good morning, sir. The charge is petty theft in the second degree. The bond is only $25. I do find probable cause for your arrest. I wish you the best of everything. Thank you. Kevin
Mr.
Edwards?
He's approaching, Mr. Edwards.
Hey, Deputy, thanks for the docket. It really helps me out. Hi, Mr. Edwards.
He's here present.
Good morning. Hi, Mr. Edwards. It looks like you were picked up on a warrant for 19001. I think it's a 566 MM40A. It's a KPS, a $500 bond, sir. And I wish you the best of everything. It's for the petty theft in the first degree. Thank you, sir. Good luck.
Judge, if I may, I believe this is his first time. This is his first case. I believe it was a Publix, a bottle of alcohol. My understanding, Judge, that he moved, so he didn't update his address. I did tell him it's his responsibility. That's why he didn't get court notice and he failed to show to court. Would the court consider if the state can confirm he has no prior history and ROR on his behalf?
Well, let me see if he has no history. I'll consider pretrial first. I just don't like the fact that he didn't show. I mean, that's the biggest problem.
He moved. I believe he was moved.
Again, I don't like the fact that he didn't update his address and he didn't show to court. That tells me we have a problem, but let me hear from the state.
That's why I'm asking ROR or the alternative, leave the bond alone and I'll contact his mom to post his bond.
Let me hear the state. Mr. Kevin Edwards.
Yes.
Sir, what's your mom's address?
Let your mom, give the court your mom's address.
Baby, remember address.
Okay, never mind.
He's got,
Thank you.
Your Honor, he's got,
They say he's never had anything before.
well, he's got a case before you where there's an issue summons for 2 counts of battery. It keeps getting sent back to try to get a better address. There's no address to send the summons to.
Does he want to give us his new address? If
He
not,
just moved it's in Hallandale, and I don't know if he has it memorized, Judge.
That's the thing I didn't remember.
okay,
He
I'm
doesn't
leaving
have
the
it
bond at
memorized, he just moved
$500. Thank you, $500 bond with the absolute inability to find an address for him. Oscar Perez,
Mr. Perez is here present, Judge. He declined the service of public defender.
thank you.
Morning, Judge.
And good morning, Mr. Perez. Apparently you had a capious is out for case number 19004524MM10A. That's a bond of $500 on count 1 and ROR on counts 2, and then another on count 3. So you, for $500, sir, you can get out of jail.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good luck. I do find probable cause for Mr. Perez's arrest. Scott Lewis. Scott Lewis. I did find probable cause, by the way, also for Kevin Edwards. Hi, Mr. Lewis.
How you doing, ma'am?
Good, very good to see you, sir. All right, I do find probable cause for your arrest. It looks like they arrested you for driving while license suspended. It is a $100 bond. And they also said you had a traffic ticket for disobeying or running a stop sign, and there's no bond required for that. So for $100, sir, you can get out of jail. Thank you and good luck.
And he wishes to ask the court would consider resolving this matter, Judge.
Respectfully denied. Thank you, sir. David Duncan?
I believe North Broward.
Hi, are you Mr. Duncan?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Mr. Duncan. And you were saying, Mr. Reedy?
Would like to resolve this matter.
Okay. And sir, it looks like you have a trespass charge, failing to leave a property or after order by the owner, and the police were called. It's a $25 bond, but they feel they say you'd like to resolve the matter. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. State have any objection?
No, Judge.
Okay. And was his time served just last night? Just yesterday? It says
It looks
2
like 2
days?
nights. He was arrested,
On the 18th?
yeah, in the morning of the 18th.
Okay, so today is the 20th. So, sir, I can give you an adjudication time served of the 2 days, but the court cost is going to be $293. Do you understand? I can give you community service hours, but I see you're in a wheelchair. I don't know that you'll be able to do much except maybe work at a desk. But, sir, how do you plea? Your choice is guilty, not guilty, or no contest if you wish to plead.
No contest.
Okay, sir, do you understand by pleading no contest? Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Very good, sir. And you're pleading no contest, is that what you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and do you feel you understand everything I've said so far?
Right.
You did. Okay, and are you under the influence of any alcohol or medication at this time that would impair your ability to understand me?
Not at all.
Okay, good. And you understand, sir, that by taking this no contest plea, there will be no charge, there will be no trial in the case? You're telling the state and the defense to not help you in the case anymore, right?
That's right.
Okay. I do find the plea to be freely, willingly, knowingly, intelligently, voluntarily given. I do find a factual basis for purposes of the plea. And at your request, sir, I adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to credit time served of 2 days, and order the court cost of $293, but giving him the option of doing community service hours, if at all possible, in his medical condition. I'll give him 6 months to pay. Partial payments are permitted. Okay, sir? The community service hours you can do are 25 hours at $10 an hour value. So you could work off $250 of your obligation. You do have to pay the $50 of cost of prosecution, is that you're not allowed to work that off with community service, at least not in this lifetime. All right, I do find probable cause for his arrest. Okay, very good. Let me give the clerk.
How do I do your community service?
Well, you're gonna have to find a nonprofit organization such as a church or temple or a nonprofit place that you don't get paid, it's a voluntary thing, and ask them if you can help them and get them to sign a piece of paper that said you worked, how many hours, and it's again, 25 hours worth is $250 worth of your court costs. So if you can do that in the next 6 months, you just have to pay the extra $50 toward the cost of prosecution. Again, find a nonprofit, okay? Then you send that paper into the clerk's office of the 25 hours so they can show it's valued at $250, okay?
If not, just bring in, what, $65?
No, $293 is what you'll owe if you do not do the 25 hours community service.
$293.
Yes, sir, thank you. They'll be able to get you the paperwork at the jail. Thank you. Good luck. Okay, thank you. Is the clerk ready? Ty Williams?
North Broward, Mr. Williams would like to resolve this matter, Your Honor.
Hi, Mr. Williams, good morning. I do find probable cause for your arrest that there was a warrant on case number 190000786MM38. That judge put out a $500 bond for your failure to appear.
Eric, do you have Williams?
He was placed on
That's
probation
for petty
yesterday.
theft. He was put on probation yesterday. I was gonna say he had a felony with a no bond hold on both the felonies.
Right, he's
But I-
currently on probation.
Right, I now see that. But I do decline the request to resolve it. Go to the judge who handled the case, and they will be able to handle it with you, sir. I wish you the best of everything. You can get out of jail for $500. Okay, sir, good luck.
Hey,
Courtney?
now,
Yes, sir?
so I can't resolve the petty theft today?
No, sir. Thank you. Good luck. Courtney Wesley, please.
County, Your Honor.
Hi, Mr. Wesley. Good morning.
Good morning.
They allege you committed a grand theft. Well, this is counts 5, 6, and 7. They're add charges. In addition to the other charges you have, there's a grand theft charge added now. That's a $1,000 bond. The illegal use of a credit card to obtain goods over $300, a $1,000 bond on that, and fraudulent attempt to use another person's ID or card without consent, another $1,000 bond. So they've added a $3,000 bond additional to what your other bonds are. Okay, I do find probable cause for your arrest. Good luck, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Ronnie Hervin,
Yes, Judge, he is.
thank you. Melvin Jackson? Thank you. Hi, Mr. Jackson.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. I find probable cause they did charge, I think it's an ad charge, I think it's a 6? A burglary of an
8.
unoccupied conveyance, unarmed. What's the state's recommendation for the bond on this?
Your Honor, he's being held on a few other burglary conveyances. The bonds on each one of those was set at $5,000, so I'd request $5,000 on this one.
I do find $5,000 to be very reasonable. That was originally what I wrote on here. I just wanted to make sure the state didn't have something else to add. Sir, this ad charge is another $5,000 bond to what you already owe in bonds, okay? Thank you, sir. I do find probable cause for your arrest, and good luck, sir, truly, mean that.
You too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Telefaith, I think it's Jelafort. Okay. Hi, where's Mr.?
He's in the main jail.
Thank you. And good morning, come up. Thank you so much. And please raise your right hand to the interpreter. Do you solemnly swear you'll interpret from English to Creole and Creole to English to the best of your ability?
I do. Chantal Bazelet, B-A-Z-E-L-A-I-S.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Telefort.
Bonjour, Monsieur Telefort.
Is the public defender, you're not trying to tell me anything, right? Okay. You were looking down and couldn't hear you, so I wanted to make sure you weren't talking to me. Okay, very good. Please, Mr. Telefort, listen very carefully.
Monsieur Telefort, s'il vous plaît, tendez bien. Faites attention.
Count 1 is DUI with serious bodily injury to another.
Okay. Premier charge là, c'est DY avec pour causer un pile dommage dans son monde.
Case number 19.
Numéro cas, c'est 19
002
002
171
171
CF 10A.
CF 10A.
Does the state have a recommendation for that bond?
Est-ce que state là une recommandation pour bon ça?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oui.
Because of the seriousness of the injury suffered by the alleged victim on that count,
Parce que blessure était très sérieux sous l'autre monde. Non?
state is requesting a $25,000 bond.
Okay. L'État a demandé $25 000, un bon de $25 000.
Pre-trial release with a TAD monitor.
Et puis, il a fait un prix de travail avant, et puis après, il va un moniteur.
No alcohol or intoxicants.
Ou pas capable de boire alcool.
Random testing.
I'm sorry.
Random testing.
OK, il va tester de temps en temps.
No driving until further order of the court.
Ou pas qu'il doit conduire jusqu'à ce que le tribunal ait l'autorisation.
And Your Honor, on count two, would Your Honor like me to address count two now or wait for Your
Pour
Honor?
deuxième
Give me
charge,
one
charge là,
moment,
nous
okay?
pas attendre.
Sure.
Count two is also the same charge of driving under the influence with serious bodily injury to another.
Deuxième accusation, hein,
The
c'est que
same.
vous avez conduit pendant que vous fin boire, vous êtes sous, et puis vous causez un pile blessure à un autre monde.
The same case number,
Et c'est le même numéro cas,
19002
19002
171 CF10A.
17
Did you get 171 CF10A?
CF10A.
And now, Mr. Hood.
Thank you, Judge.
Linda.
Et puis,
Excuse me. Your Honor, since count two was filed under a theory of impairment,
parce que the count was,
filed under a theory of impairment,
ok, comme il était rangé cas, parce que ou même ou pas en bon état, ou t'es sous,
where count one was filed based on the blood alcohol results,
alors que première accusation était faite parce que il était testé qui quantité d'alcool ou t'es dans sang,
but both involve the same alleged victim,
et puis c'est même victime là.
I'd leave the bond amount on count two to the court's discretion.
Ok, m'a quitté que et tribunal là décidé ça pour faire dans cas ça.
And Judge, if I may be heard?
Sure, I wasn't quite done with the charges, but I'll be happy to let you be heard.
Ok, m'a
I don't want to interrupt the court. You could.
I just wanted to tell them the next two with the bonds that are opposed, but I will, just count four is a DUI with damage to property or person of another.
Accusation, hein, c'est que vous avez conduit pendant tes sous et puis vous causez un pile blessure à l'autre monde, un pile dommage.
The same case number,
Et c'est le numéro cas.
$1,000 bond.
Et puis vous avez un bon de $1,000.
And count four is DUI with damage to property or person of another.
Et puis quatrième accusation, hein, c'est que vous avez conduit pendant tes sous tout et puis vous causez un pile dommage à l'autre monde avec une propriété tout.
The same case number.
Et c'est le même numéro cas.
And that also has a $1,000 bond.
Et puis vous avez un $1,000 bon tout pour cas ça.
Yes, defense counsel.
OK, c'est ça qui peut arriver.
Thank you, Judge. My understanding, Judge, is first, Mr. Tillefort has a clean record.
Premier, ça comme comprendre là, c'est que monsieur Téléport, il n'y a pas de jambe, il n'y a pas de jambe, il n'y a rien contre lui avant ça.
My understanding, and I haven't had an opportunity to review the PC affidavit, but my understanding is this is an incident that is not recent, about a year old.
Et puis, je pense que l'incident, ça y a à peu près 1 an que vous faites.
Now, he's been living here for the past 15 years, and he was working as a security guard.
Il travaille comme security guard pendant 15 ans.
Unfortunately, he just lost his job,
Malheureusement, il juste perd du travail.
and now he's currently actively looking for employment.
Et puis, quand il a cherché un autre travail, il est très actif dans chercher travail là.
Now, he lives in North Miami with his wife and his children.
Donc, quand il a fait plan avec madame ni et puis petite li.
His wife doesn't work. She's a stay-at-home wife and mom.
Madame ni pas travail. Il était la Kylie avec Timonio.
Financially, for when he advised me, they're going through a very rough time right now.
Donc, financièrement, il y a un temps qui fait vraiment qui est très difficile.
So I'm asking you to take his clean record, his financial resources, and his strong ties to the community into account in determining reasonable release conditions.
Donc, tu as demandé que pour prendre en considération que il n'a pas jamais fait rien avant, que situation financière là, et puis ça gagne dans la communauté à tout.
Okay, sir, I will take into consideration your circumstances, however,
Monsieur me prend en considération circonstances. Cependant,
as to count one, I'll make it a $10,000 bond.
pour accusation numéro 1, m'a fait un $10,000 de bon.
Count two, a $10,000 bond.
Pour numéro 2, $10,000, un bon de $10,000 tout.
Count three will remain at a $1,000 bond.
Troisième accusation a prêté quand on $1,000 pour un bon.
And count four will remain at a $1,000 bond.
Et puis, accusation quatrième là, va arrêter à $1,000, pour un bon de $1,000 tout.
As well as placing you on pre-trial release with the TAD monitor.
OK, puis nous allons mettre dans ça, il y a un pre-trial avant jugement, et puis on va un moniteur.
That will monitor your alcohol.
Il va checker alcool là.
No alcohol will be permitted.
Il va permettre d'ouvrir aucun alcool.
No intoxicants are permitted while released,
Ou gen pa gen dwa pran aucun drog.
and you're subject to alcohol and drug screening every 2 weeks.
Et puis, chaque 2 semaines, yo pral tester alcool avec drug qui dans sang.
I'm not going to require that he not drive. He's going to need to work if his wife isn't working. I'm not going to require that he not drive. If he has a valid license, he can
Je ne
drive.
pas suspendre licence là et je pas demander qu'on pas conduire parce que comme madame ou pas travail, m'a permettre de conduire pour capable aller dans le travail.
I do find probable cause for his arrest and wish you the best of everything, sir. And
Moi trouvé que gon une bonne cause pour jugement et moi souhaiter une bonne chance.
thank you. Good luck.
Thank you. Bonne chance.
Antonio Hornsby. Mr. Hornsby, oh yes, thank you. Thank you
He's
so much.
approaching, Judge, he's all the way in back.
Okay. Nice to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate your help.
He's here, present, Judge Amin.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Hornsby.
Morning.
Looks like they've charged you with burglary of an occupied structure unarmed and petty theft, a third or subsequent offense, as well as you have allegedly a probation violation or community control violation that count one is a $15,000 bond, count two is a $750 bond, count three is a no bond hold. Finding probable cause for your arrest, you'll have to see the judges in your case to determine what, if any, changes will be made to the bond. I wish you the best of everything, sir. Thank you.
What was count one?
Count one's $15,000 bond.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Maybe I'll say it again if nobody else heard me too. $15,000 bond, count one, $750 bond, count two, and no bond hold on a violation of probation. Thank you. Jordan Bradley, please. Hi, are you Mr. Bradley?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. I do find that you were arrested for grand theft of a firearm, which has a $1,000 bond, possession of a weapon or ammunition by a delinquent adult felon. A $1,000 bond is an order for that. Operating a vehicle without a valid license is $25, and just not having your tint on correctly on your car has no bond required. So for a total of $2,025, sir, you can get out of jail. I do find probable cause for your arrest, and I wish you the best of everything. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Estime or Estime Petigny?
Mr. Tigney, come on up, please.
Thank you. Sir, you have, let me make sure it's only 8 charges, but yeah. 8 charges of possession of a weapon or ammo by convicted felon. 8 charges. What's the state's recommendation as to the bonds on these cases?
Your Honor.
The charges.
Yes, one moment.
It's a weapon with 7 bullets.
Yeah, and I'm only going to be asking for bonds to be set on the top 2 counts for
Fine.
the firearm and the ammunition
Fine.
in total.
So ROR on counts 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, that's fine with the court.
I just need to pull his history.
Yeah, his history, yeah. Unless the defense objects, the RORs, no.
No, Judge, but I think it's actually counts 3 through 9.
Oh, is it 9? Let me see if there's a
There are
second.
10
Oh, I see
total
it.
charges.
There's, yes, 3 through 9, that's correct. I actually said to myself, I thought there was more, and I couldn't find it when I turned the pages in a hurry. I apologize. And I do find, you also had a failure to wear a seatbelt, sir. There's no bond required for that. But there were 9 possession of weapon or ammo by a convicted felon. But 3 through 9, the state is agreeing to ROR, and I, of course, am joking when I ask if there's any objection.
Your Honor, I would note Mr. Petigny's prior conviction is dated. It's from a 1997 possession of cocaine.
Okay, very good. So what is?
In consideration of that, Your Honor, I'd be requesting a $3,500 bond on one, a $1,500 bond on two.
Well, respectfully, I do find that count 1 will be a $1,000 bond, count 2 will be a $1,000 bond, based on your history being so long ago. Sir, I wish you the best of everything. Please know to get out of jail, you'll need $2,000, a finding probable cause for your arrest, okay?
Just a phone order, Judge.
Oh, a phone order? No problem. You can have a phone order. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, Carlos Corchado de Jesus.
He's approaching, Judge, and we're going to waive formal reading of the charge.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know, did I get the photo one, now we phone one? We need. Oh, I didn't sign it yet, I don't think. Okay, thank you. And thank you. Good morning, sir. And I was wondering, what's the state recommendation on this? It's an 18004115 CF10A. Sir, you've been charged as this, they've waived formal reading as to me telling you the charges, but it's a case number 18004118 or 6 CF10A. I can hardly read these. I don't know why they can't fix this print to be a regular typewriter, but. State, do you have any recommendations as to the
Yes.
allegations?
Excuse me. Yes, Judge, I'm just checking to see. Excuse me.
My thought is $1,000 bond, but I don't know if there's any reason to be aggravating or,
I mean,
it was 2 years, I know, but,
yeah, under the, the only thing I could really mention, Your Honor, is the underlying offense. I'm just checking to see. He has a previous conviction from 2015 out of date for the same offense, failing to register.
oh,
Actually, another one from 2016 for failing to register.
okay. But that's a concern for me, so I'd now change it to a $5,000 bond, so you can get out of jail for $5,000, and I wish you the best of everything. Thank you, sir. Kyle Vaslowski. Hi, Mr. Vaslowski. Good morning. Count 1 is grand theft with a $1,000 bond. Count 2 is resisting, obstructing without violence, a $100 bond. You have a probation violation for 180042445 CF10A with a no bond hold. I do find probable cause for your arrest, and you'll have to see the judge on the no bond hold to determine how you can get out of jail on that one. Thank you, sir. Good luck. Mackenzie Brown, no relation to me.
Mr. Brown is approaching, Judge.
I think so.
He's here.
Hi, Mr. Brown. Good morning.
Good.
Good. Sir, you have a failing to register a motor vehicle charge. It's $25 bond. Resisting and obstructing an officer without violence, a $100 bond. Possession of cannabis over 20 grams is a $1,000 bond. Possession of cannabis under 20 grams is a $100 bond. Tampering with or fabricating physical evidence is a $1,000 bond. But you also, sir, have 1, 2, 3 probation violation cases. One is case number 1616079. The other one looks like a 7 or a 2, 00927, and a 1701 looks like a 3, could be an 8, 44. Both of those have no bond. All 3 of those have no bond holds. So, sir, I do find probable cause for your arrest, and you'll have to address those no bond hold cases in order to get out of jail. Thank you, sir. Good luck. Elijah Hammond, please. On which one? Okay, thank you.
It was booked as a third-degree felony, but it's a first-degree misdemeanor.
Oh, great.
Okay.
To your present, Judge.
Hi, Mr. Hammond. Let me have, oh, that's good. Thank you. Okay, there's been a correction that the damage was less than $1,000, and therefore it becomes a misdemeanor and not a felony. Okay? This is for pretrial. And therefore, it's a criminal mischief charge under $1,000, but over $200 property. Therefore, I'm making the bond at $100, sir, and I do find probable cause for your arrest. Good luck, sir.
Your Honor, it appears since the parties are known, Hector, do you have him come back, please?
Mr. Hammond,
Since the parties are known to one another, I'd ask for no victim contact.
that's acceptable. I think that's reasonable. Mr. Hammond,
Yes, ma'am.
please do not have any contact with the alleged victim in this case. I believe it's a, Mr. Langley? It says, sir, not to have any contact with someone, whether it's female or male, named Everton Lincoln Langley. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good luck, sir.
Well, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's fine. I was gonna have him had no contact with the other person, but I decided against it. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Lawrence Cherry, please.
Here, me.
Thank you, sir. Good morning.
Morning, Judge.
Sir, good morning. You're charged with possession of cannabis less than 20 grams. It's a $100 bond. You also apparently have allegedly a violation of probation for felony case number 17014-133 CF10A. There's a no bond hold on that on 2 counts. So you have no bond holds on those 2, that's case number. So you'll have to go before that judge in order to get out of jail, sir. I wish you the best of everything. Thank you. Roy Hall?
Mr. Roy Hall? Roy Hall? He's approaching, Judge.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Hall.
Good morning.
They've charged you with driving while license suspended for their third offense, a $750 bond. They also said you were failing to wear your safety belt, which does not require a bond by you. However, they say you had from 09007347 TC10A, a $500 bond for 1 count, and in that same case number, a $250 bond on another count, and also for warrants, and another warrant for 08124749 TC40A, a $250 bond for 1 count, and another $250 bond for another count. So, sir, for $2,000, you can get out of jail, sir, and I wish you the best of everything, sir. I do find probable cause for your arrest. Thank you. Is it Wiki Charles or Wiki Charles?
Mr. Charles, come on up, please. He's here present, Judge.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Charles. They say that you were in possession of cannabis over 20 grams. It's a $1,000 bond, and trespassing in an unoccupied structure. I'm requiring a bond of that of $25. So I'm changing it to a $25 bond. So for one, and also they say you made an improper right turn, which is just a traffic infraction. So your bond, sir, to get out of jail is $1,025. I wish you the best of everything, sir. Thank
Judge,
you.
we're going to ask if the court would consider releasing Mr. Charles on pretrial release.
Does he have any criminal history?
One moment, Judge. I'm showing, as far as Broward, resisting with violence, without violence, DWLS 2010, reckless driving 01. I don't know, is that it?
Okay, I'm still gonna do what I still, $1,025 is, I believe, an appropriate and reasonable bond under the circumstances, and I will not resolve anything today. Thank you. Luke McCoy? Mr. McCoy?
Mr. McCoy, come on.
Good morning, Your Honor.
And good morning, Mr. McCoy. It looks like that they did charge you with burglary of an unoccupied dwelling. I do find probable cause for your arrest, and I make it a $1,000 bond, sir. I wish you the best of everything, sir. Good luck. Tyrone Johnson?
Mr. Johnson, come on up. He's approaching, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Johnson.
Morning, ma'am.
You did get charged with grand theft auto, which is a $1,000 bond, driving while license suspended, which is a third or subsequent offense, a $750 bond. There was a ticket for license not carried. There's no bond required for that. So for $1,750, sir, you can get out of jail. I do find probable cause for your arrest, and I wish you the best of everything.
Your Honor?
Okay? Yes.
Mr. Johnson is currently on pretrial supervision in case number 18009398 CF10A. First count is grand theft auto. Second count is suspended driver's license first offense. At this time, we're requesting a revocation of his supervision.
Okay, I'm revoking your pretrial release. That would be in case number 189398 CF10A at this time. And I'm requiring a bond of count 1 of $5,000 and count 2 $100. Wish you the best of everything, sir. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry.
No problem.
I'm not sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Michelle.
Michelle, thank you for being here to help us. Joshua Taft, please.
Medical loan, Judge?
Medical reset. Desi Henry.
He's here, President Judge, I may.
Hi, Mr. Henry. It looks like they've charged you with a burglary with a assault or battery, and unlawful possession of a personal ID of another. I think it says 5 or more, and possession of counterfeit driver's license or ID. As to count 1, I do find proof evident presumption great. I'm setting a $10,000 bond. Count 2 is a $1,000 bond. Count 3 is a $1,000 bond. So for $12,000, sir, you can get out of jail, and I do find probable cause for your arrest.
Your Honor, and I just request an order of no return, no victim contact, please.
All right, sir, Mr. Henry, you're not to have any victim contact with either Jean Joseph or Julian Mitchell, and not to go back to the location of 4162 Inverary Drive in Lauderhill, or have any contact with those individuals. Understood? Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good luck. Justin O'Black.
Mr. Justin O'Black, come on up.
Hi, Mr. O'Black. It looks like they're charged with possession of does he hear me? Sir, they did charge you with possession of THC, which is a $1,000 bond. Possession of cannabis under 20 grams, making it a $100 bond. And possession of drug paraphernalia is no bond required. So for $1,100, sir, you can get out of jail, and I do find probable cause for your arrest, okay? Good luck, sir.
Judge, would you consider, I believe it's his first time being arrested as an adult, considering this is a THC, would the court consider a straight ROR if the state has no objection?
Let me hear from the state.
One moment, Your Honor. He has a juvenile history of similar offenses. I wouldn't have an objection to pretrial.
Well, let me have the paperwork back. Is he eligible for pretrial? May I have, here's the kicker for the gentleman. If I release him on pretrial, it's gonna be with drug and alcohol screening. And I'm not sure if he wants to just do the bond or have some drug and alcohol screening.
You're absolutely right. Let me talk to him about it, because I know there's a cost associated.
Yes, not only that, I don't know what his situation is.
Judge, thank you very much for giving me this option. We'll leave the bond as is.
Thank you so much. $1,100 to get out of jail. Thank you for pretrial helping with that. Adam Tate. Hi, good morning, Mr. Tate. You've been charged with drug paraphernalia possession. I'm making that a $25 bond. And obstruction by disguised person, a $100 bond. There's apparently a violation of probation allegation for two counts for case number 170-11742, CF10A. Those are no bond holds, sir, on those two. So you have to go back to that court to get out of jail on that. So I wish you the best of everything, sir. Good luck. Palacio Jamies. Palacio Jamies or Hamies. Hi, David. Good to see you. Hi. Nice to see you.
Mr. James is here, President Judge.
Thank you. Hi, Mr. James Palacio. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
You have a ticket for failure to display a vehicle or registration. That does not require a bond. Possession of an open container in a motor vehicle does not require a bond. But they say that you presented a non-current proof of insurance. That's a $100 bond. You had the tint on your vehicle, the screen not appropriate, there's no bond required for that. And again, some on the top of the windshield, no bond required for that. However, you have a probation violation from case number 180116667 CF10A with a no bond hold that you must be held for. I do find probable cause for your arrest, and you'll have to talk to that judge about that. I wish you the best, sir. Thank you. Trayvon Williams. Good morning, Mr. Williams.
Good morning, Judge.
I do see they arrested you for grand theft auto. I do find probable cause for your arrest, and the bond is $1,000, sir. I wish you the best of everything. Good luck.
Judge, Mr. Williams is requesting the court would consider releasing him on ROR pretrial release.
Does he have any history?
One moment, Your Honor.
We're just checking his history.
System's freezing.
Can I actually ask, is there any way the clerk can give me back Jean Marcus's paperwork? It was early on. I just didn't
Yes.
mark the no PC part. I think I'm supposed to put a little check mark at the middle of the page. I wrote no
He was just
PC
arrested
on
a few
it,
days ago, right?
but I didn't check mark that. I mean, maybe I don't have to because I wrote no PC on it. If it's okay, I don't have to do it. But that's what happened. I put ROR, you know. Is that enough? Is that enough for you? Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yes, Trayvon Williams, any history?
Yes, Your Honor. Let's see.
Anything in the last 5 years?
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I deny your request for pretrial. They're having so much time. They're saying there's a lot in the last 5 years. So $1,000 bond is a reasonable bond. Thank you. Curtis Hunter, please.
Judge, my understanding is.
Judge, I haven't been in trouble in 4 years, Judge, and I did just have a recent case that everything was dropped and dismissed. I haven't been in any trouble in 4 years. I don't know what they're looking at, ma'am.
Okay, may I please ask you to raise your right hand, sir?
Yes, I'm
Do you
sorry.
solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You just told me that you have not been in trouble in the last 4 years, except you had something that was here, but it was dismissed.
No, right. If I can have it on my moment, Judge. Actually, the GTA, which I have today.
Don't talk about the facts.
No, I'm not. The GTA, which I have today, I'm not trying to speak of the facts. It's me and my girlfriend BS. His girlfriend, boyfriend BS. And that if you see anything, it was just a situation between me and her, and everything I was acquitted of everything. If you see anything past 4 years, that has to be what it is, and all charges was dropped.
If I may, Judge, I believe what he's trying to say, he's had prior arrests for similar incidents in which is the same victim, but ultimately those cases were not filed. So when he's saying he hasn't been in trouble in like 4 years, he's been arrested. However, there's been no convictions. That's what he was saying.
Yes,
To clarify.
It was.
Well, he said it was dismissed. Was there any case?
There was a case where
I want to know the last 5 years.
Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. And what I'm trying to figure out right now, there was a case that was dropped. There's an operating without a valid DL that's assigned to Your Honor. BSO Pix is showing that sentence was complete, meaning he pled it out, and I'm just trying to figure out what happened with that case. Other than that, his other cases appear to have been dropped, and the last case...
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm making it a $100 bond, because I'm just gonna go with the fact that it is a girlfriend-boyfriend issue, so, sir, I'm making it a $100 bond. I can't give you pretrial based on your history, but I will make it a $100 bond. I do find probable cause for your arrest. Thank you. Good luck. That's how I handle that.
Okay.
Curtis Hunter.
Conti, Your Honor.
Thank you. Hi, Mr. Hunter. Good morning.
How you doing, Judge?
Good. I do find probable cause for your arrest, sir. You had an aggravated battery with a deadly weapon charge. It's from 19-006-007 CF10A. A trespass on a property, not a structure or conveyance, the same case number 1900. It might be a 5007 CF10A. I see the first one as well. I'm
It's
not sure.
6, Your Honor.
The first one's a
6007.
6. The second one's a 6 as well?
No, it's 196007.
On all three?
Yes.
And then possession of a weapon or ammo by a convicted felon is 19006007 CF10A. Now, what's the state's recommendation as to the aggravated battery with a deadly weapon?
Your Honor, it's a lateral technical change of charge from one type of aggravated battery to another.
Okay.
Bond was originally set at 10,000 at his first appearance. I'd ask that be set back on him.
Which is actually the number I wrote on my paperwork. So $10,000 bond, count 1. And as to count 3, count 2 is $1,500 bond. Excuse me, I apologize. I'm going to start over. 1 is a $10,000 bond. 3 is a $1,500 bond. And 4 is a $1,000 bond. So for a total on these counts, I don't know what other counts exist, it's $12,500 additional bonds to whatever you owe still at this time. I have fine probable cause, sir, and good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. This is paperwork that they gave me today. Oops. Hi, Cameron, how are you? Good to see you. Tavares Young, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, at North Broward, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Young.
Morning.
Good morning. Do you find probable cause for your arrest for the assault? I make it a $500 bond. Resisting an officer without violence is a $100 bond. I'm giving a bond on that of 100, and tampering with physical evidence is a $1,000 bond. So, sir, for $1,600, you can get out of jail, and I wish you truly the best of everything, having found probable cause.
Your Honor, only request I'd make is no return to this Walgreens and no contact with the alleged victim.
All right, sir, do not go back to that Walgreens, and I'll try to give you the address right now. 5999 Pembroke Road, Hollywood, Florida, 33023, and not to have any contact with the alleged victim. What's the alleged victim's name?
Here, let me think. It is Josefina Brown.
Josefina, how do you spell the last name? Brown?
I imagine
Like
no
the color?
relation.
No relation. All right, no victim contact. Do not go back to that Walgreens. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. I wish you the best. Thank you. Darius Wilcox, please.
Conti?
Yes, thank you. For okay, thank you, sir. Oh, thanks. Well, it's so funny. That's exactly what I wrote. But it's just count 2 I'm here on today.
Yes, and Your Honor, as you can see, it's a technical change of charge. I'm asking that the court keep the same bond and release
Okay.
conditions that Judge Powell originally set,
That's fine.
the 5,000
Sure.
GPS.
That's what I wrote on here. All right, Mr. Wilcox, good morning. This is just.
Good morning. How
They
you
just
doing?
kind of changed the charge a little bit. Now it's count 2 is now considered a burglary of an unoccupied structure unarmed in case number 1900639 CF 10A. It's actually written where I could read it. A $5,000 bond is ordered, and the same level 2 with a GPS monitor is on pretrial and no return to the location. Well, although it says here, that's a different, you gave me 2 different things. You gave me.
That's on the next case, Your Honor.
Oh, okay,
I just
thank
figured I'd
you,
save the
okay.
trip.
And so, do you understand, sir, it still remains $5,000 bond with the GPS and level 2 of pretrial, is that, you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And no return. Thank you, sir, I wish you the best of everything, finding probable
Same
cause.
to you. Have a nice
Thank
day.
You do the same. And thank you. Okay, and Mr. Justin Marata.
Call round, Your Honor.
Hi, Mr. Marata.
Hi.
Judge,
looks
we
like-
would waive formal reading of the
Okay,
charges.
thank you. Do you find probable cause for your arrest? The case number is 190062202 CF10A. Again, I can read it, thank you. What's the state's recommendation?
Your Honor, I provided you an order that his assigned judge, Judge Casey, issued in May.
Okay.
On these same 10 charges, well,
Yes.
not the exact charges, but the same 10 counts.
Yes.
I would ask that the court impose the bonds and release conditions that Judge Casey set pursuant to
Okay.
his order.
Very good. I think I'm only dealing with the first 10 today, though.
And that's exactly, if you look at the
Yes.
order, that's exactly what he said, and everything else is ROR, so it just
I
works
just
out
want to
that
make
way.
sure everyone for the record knows I'm not
Sure.
going up to 11 through 39 on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm just putting that on the record that it's clear I'm here today on 1 through 10. And it will remain, sir, as Judge Casey said, $2,500 per count, 1 through 10. So that'll be $25,000 bond to get out on the first 10. With a level 1 pretrial, house arrest, GPS, no contact with any minors or these minors, and no minors, no internet access. All internet accessible devices are to be removed from your home. Do you understand?
Yes.
And did the state want to do an order the same way to do it, or do you
Your
want me
Honor,
to?
because there's already an order in place, I would just ask if Your
I'm
Honor
gonna write
doesn't
all
mind, if they could just
conditions
be put in
same
the
as,
findings.
I'll
and-
just write all conditions, probable cause finding is found. All conditions found and ordered, I'm writing it on here, by Judge Casey. Order of May 21st are in full force and effect. All right, thank you, sir. I wish you the best of everything. Michael Pontorno,
He's here, President Judge of Maine.
thank you.
And, Your Honor, this was a perfection.
I find it is perfected. I do find probable cause for count one, possession of heroin, leaving the bond at $1,000. But I just need, where is Mr.
Maine.
Portono's at Maine? Hi, Mr. Portono. As to count one, I did find they perfected the possession of heroin. I do find probable cause, and your $1,000 bond is added to the other bonds now for this particular case and charges. Okay, thank you, sir. I wish.
Judge, we're going to be requesting on counts 2 through 5 a bond reduction.
I'm
as
not
it stands
actually
here.
dealing with that today. I'm only on count one today.
I believe everything was reset. We didn't address any of the other issues as far as bond goes.
Judge Loren addressed counts 2 through 5. She just found no PC on count 1.
I can tell you that it's written on her paperwork, so it's been discussed. If he needs to know what it is, it's count 2 is a $3,500 bond, dealing in stolen property. Count 3, false owner info at a pawn shop or something for $300 or more is $3,500 bond. Dealing in stolen property, $3,500 bond. Again, another charge of the false ownership info pawned items, $300 or more, $3,500 bond. So now his total bonds will be $15,000. And he was going to be placed on pretrial with no alcohol, no intoxicants, random screening as pretrial sees fit, bark evaluation and treatment as recommended.
And Your Honor,
And it says here clearly 2 through 5.
and Your Honor, I just asked that the pretrial conditions now also apply to count 1 since the court has found probable
That's
cause.
fine. I'll require the pretrial conditions now to be inclusive of count 1. But that was done already, and those are what the ruling is and has been by Judge Loren. Thank you. Good luck, sir, and good luck in pretrial. I believe that's the docket. Am I correct? Thank you, sir. I wish you all a wonderful day. Bye-bye. We're adjourned.